Hey there, Four States. This is Luke Taylor, and welcome to another edition of the KNEO Community Connection here on 91.7 FM. And today we're speaking with the superintendent for the East Newton School District. His name is Scott Charlton, and he's going to be telling us about a bond issue that's coming up on the April 8th ballot here pretty soon, but some things that we want local residents to know. And so, sir, thank you so much for joining us here on the program.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, hey, I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit more about this. So what is the school bond issue that you'd like residents to know about?
Well, yeah, thank you again for having me on. What I'd like everybody to know is we are proposing a $5.6 million no tax increase bond issue. And really what that means is whatever their current tax is right now, that's what they're going to keep paying. It's just the current existing tax we have, and we're asking that just to be extended out a little bit further. And what we're asking for is for 2 storm shelters to be built at both our K-8 campuses, one at Stella, which is Triway, and the other at Granby.
And so, yeah, Triway is the elementary there, and Granby is an elementary school too. Is that right?
Yes, sir. They're both K through 8 schools.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, living where we do, I mean, tornadoes are something that we definitely want to be as safe as possible about. And so this is going to help make some of those students a lot safer during the day. Absolutely.
Our high school campus, we have a FEMA shelter that's built there. So we have a spot for all our high school students to evacuate to in the event of a tornado warning. But at our Granby and Triway campuses, it's just kind of like when we were young. They have to get to an interior space and hunker down, and we've got kids kind of all over the space trying to get to those interior rooms or even bathrooms if it comes down to that. And what we're trying to do is build some spaces where everyone can evacuate to, and these are storm-hardened shelters that are resistant against tornadoes.
Mm. Well, I think a lot of us remember like the Joplin tornado several years back, and it pretty much wiped out the high school up there. And thankfully, there wasn't anyone really at the high school at that time. But
absolutely.
But it's something that we do want to be cognizant of living where we do. And so it's coming up here on the April 8th issue ballot. But it's probably not something that would be constructed in time for this year's storm season. How quickly do you think this would be put together?
Well, I mean, we would be hoping a year, from whenever construction could start. If the bond issue were to pass, I mean, we will start construction probably as soon as the kids are out of school, maybe even a little bit before that. If we can start moving some things around, but we would definitely start at least by this June if things could get passed.
Okay, so that's going to be coming up here in just a few weeks on the April 8th ballots. And so what would you encourage people to do on April 8th, and what do they need to specifically look for on the ballot?
Well, again, on the ballot, we have our school board issue, but then also it's called Proposition Safe Kids, and I would encourage everyone to look at that and give some hard thought to looking at that and the proposition for the storm shelters at both campuses.
Okay, and which residents here in Southwest Missouri are going to see that appear on their ballots?
Everybody in Newton County, so and then specifically in the East Newton R6 school district, and we'll have a few in McDonald County as well. We do have a few in McDonald County that will sit on their ballot.
Okay, all right. Well, and so we hope people who are listening, they've been paying attention today and hearing about this important issue coming up that you will get a chance to vote on here in just a few weeks. We've been speaking with the superintendent for the East Newton School District, Scott Charlton, and sir, thank you again for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.